Hi, Jess Keys here. Today I'd like to talk about expectations. And I'm going to talk about it from my experiences in life. A lot of times we're looking outside of ourselves for that peace, the messages, purpose in the world. And it's not outside of ourselves, it's inside. It really is. When we sit quietly within ourselves and we ask God, the universe, to tell us, hey, what should I do today? How can I best serve people today? The answers always come. But I have fallen victim myself many times over the years, and I will give you some great examples of expectations. Since then, though, I will let you know I have forgiven. That is the key always. Forgiving the fact that people will not meet our expectations and take the good out of what you've learned from those experiences instead of focusing on, oh gosh, that person and only labeling the negative. When you know, when you first initially got into that kind of relationship, there was an exchange of energy of, oh, this is serving my purpose right now. You're saying exactly what I need to hear. But because we started to judge and look at them in a different way instead of realizing they're human just like us, because behind closed doors, most people aren't acting the same way. And it's so much easier to blame somebody else and say, you know what, they did this to me, this is why I can't trust. They acted this way, this is why I act this way. Why? Because we've forgotten that they're human just like us and they deserve grace, and they didn't grow up maybe the same way we did, or are from a different culture and don't understand, or we don't speak the same English or the same language. We just have all of these expectations of what we want people to be, when a lot of times we need to be working on ourselves. It's sometimes the hardest truth. And I've had to work on myself many years. I remember putting a pastor up on a pedestal because in my life I had felt so broken at one time that I had listened to this message. I was like, yes, this is the answer. This is absolutely the answer I needed. So then I kept listening and listening. And I just kept growing in my spirit, and I knew, I'm like, oh, God is real. Like, wow, this is a real thing. And then after a while, my focus started going on, oh, something's wrong here. What's wrong here? Then I was noticing judgment. I was noticing this. But what I'm noticing is a mere effect. Why was I judging this person for who they are? They're only human. They were sending a message. So I've always been the one that has just had to stop and say, is this who I want to be? Because my expectations in somebody else are reflecting of kind of what I want for my life. So if that person's not delivering it, I was looking outside instead of looking inside and improving everything that needed to come up and out of me from my inside. So I had sadness, shame, guilt, depression, different things that affected me over the years. And my expectations were, there's got to be a solution outside of myself. I expected, oh, you need to work harder. You need to be like this. You need to be this. And ultimately, it has always come back to sit quietly. Go within yourself. God is right there, always. And it's not somebody else who's going to get you there. It's you. Inside of you, you know all the answers, all the truths are right there. All you have to do is sit and ask. And sometimes it is very, very hard because you get that monkey mind where other thoughts come in and everything is trying to distract you. You have to just start breathing. Number one, just breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just keep doing that till you start feeling that calmness coming over you. And then ask. Say, God, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what I'm doing, whatever it is, whatever questions you have. It could be the silliest thing. I don't know how my bills are going to get paid this month, but I trust you. Here you go. There's a difference in how we're asking for things. There's a difference in the answers that will come to us when we just sit quietly and ask. And it's amazing to me just how God answers. Another expectation that I've had is where others have said to me, hey, yeah, let's get involved with this and let's be a part of this. It could be anything from volunteering to doing business stuff to helping out people. I've had it happen so many times over the years because I love to serve. I love to help people. That is definitely a gift I have. When I get up in the morning, I'm like, okay, God, how can I serve today? How can I be of service to others? How can I help them to know how amazing and wonderful and what a light they are in this world? So I wake up really thinking that. Sometimes I fail because I am in this human body, and then all I do is sit and I ask forgiveness. Or if I have to go to a person, I will ask, please forgive me. I'm sorry. Thank you, and I love you. And I will do that as many times as I need to because my intentions in my heart have never been for harm for anybody. It's always been to kind of show them who they are, to show them what a light they are in this world, to show them the truth. I'm actually wearing my Truth Frequency shirt today. I'll give a plug on this one. Teal Swan is where I get it. And I'm telling you, anytime I wear those frequency shirts, the frequencies go out there. So I'm speaking the truth today on the expectations, even the expectations that I've had of others in my life that have disappointed me. I mean, I've even had it where even recently I was like, man, we had discussed that we would do something like this, and then it was completely changed. Or somebody who was like, hey, no, we're going to do this, and they changed dates or never actually followed through with it. And I have to love them right where they're at. Because whatever it is that they're going through at that moment, whatever it is that they feel is most important to them, that's for them. And I give them grace and I give them that love to do whatever it is that they need to. So even if I feel a rejection, because a lot of times when people tell you, hey, you know what? Yes, I want you to be a part of this. Yes, I have all these lofty things. Yes, the dates are out there. We're going to do this together. And then they fall through. I have to look at myself and be like, you know what? I've had to cancel on some things myself. I've had to change my life around sometimes myself. So why not give them the grace and say, you know what? This is where they're at. My expectations when I'm expecting somebody else to fill that hole in my heart, that void, that purpose that I'm searching for, I've been doing it all wrong. So I hope that this helps everybody today that is listening to this, and know that the expectations that we place on others, release them. Forgive them for not being who they are. And then just sit quietly and say, hey, you know what? God, universe, show me. Show me what it is that I need to do. And that way we can love everybody exactly where they're at, no matter what part they are in their lives, and know that they're right where they need to be at this exact moment. So sending you so much love and light. And again, have an amazing rest of your day.